Hello and welcome to another episode of This Week in Business. Something of a slow week, all things considered, or maybe I was just too busy and I didn't find all that much to talk about, but still, some curious things. So let's begin with our good old friend Tesla, because you know damn well that this company always has something new to talk about. And well, this one is kind of a downer for the company and for its investors and the like, given that its shares fell by 9% after European sales failed to meet expectations, considering that they had a 45 decrease in sales compared to last month. Now, main reasons include stiff competition by Chinese automakers and a lack of popularity from people that would, buy an EV, considering that Elon Musk has been catering mostly to right leaning people on the political spectrum, which don't tend to really give a shit about, electric vehicles and climate change and the like. It's not really surprising to see that sales are not really increasing with the sort of people that he's catering to. Kind of a weird strategy of his to go for the clientele that would not buy his products, but hey, he's the richest man on earth, so what do I know, right? Going on something a little bit different, it's about Portugal. Now, apparently, Portugal has been struggling to keep its young, skilled workers in the country, given the fact that they have low salaries compared to what they could get in the United States or the European Union, and high taxation in Portugal. Now, high taxation is not unique to Portugal, considering that countries like Germany also have pretty high taxes, about 40%, which is very similar, if not the same as to what Portugal had. But salaries are just higher in Germany. So if you stay in both countries, they both take 40% of your income, but Germany pays you more than twice what Portugal does. No real surprise there why people that, have particular skills, that know how to make use of them and have the talent, choose to just go elsewhere when given the chance. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? Next, New Zealand is actually doing pretty well. Polls have indicated an optimistic feeling regarding future prospects for the country's economy, mostly because their interest rates have been falling, so it's easier to borrow money, and their commodity exports prices have been exceeding expectations. This started, this trend started in the last 3 months of last year, and it has maintained. So people have been feeling optimistic. They feel that their businesses are going to be able to actually make more of a profit. They're going to be able to grow them. So yeah, New Zealand, country that I don't really hear much about, but it seems to be doing well. Something that you don't really hear much about most countries nowadays. It's good to see that at least some places have things going on well. The complete opposite of that is Warner Brothers, however, because Warner Brothers Games and their game studio has been doing a lot of mistakes, and for a long time now. Their most recent string of weird decisions is shutting down three studios: Player First Games, Warner Brothers Games San Diego, and Monolith. Now, Player First Games is not too much of a surprise considering the absolute disaster that was Multiversus, a fairly high profile live service title that did not really pull in numbers after a series of really, really weird decisions regarding that game. But Monolith is a particularly curious case because they were making a Wonder Woman game. Now, why would this matter in particular? It's not like Wonder Woman is the household name in gaming. Well, the reason why I consider this to be very strange is because not too long ago, they had previously said that they would strengthen certain IPs in their gaming department. DC Comics was one of those IPs. So why would they shut down the studio that was making a Wonder Woman game when they consider DC one of their best IPs? It's such a weird decision. And I don't understand it. Now, Warner Brothers games is difficult to understand in that regard. They are actually no. They are not difficult to understand. They are short-sighted and make decisions basically just following trends, trying to catch the ball, but not wanting to put in the work to actually catch it. It is bizarre how they've been able to stay afloat for as long as they have. And although I'm not the biggest fan of titles like Mortal Kombat, I do understand that these have huge fans. I kind of worry what's going to happen to franchises like that when they keep making stupid decisions like this. But yeah, that's basically it. So I'm sorry to end this video with a bit of a downer news, but I just had to talk about this because I really don't understand why Warner Brothers would do this. It makes no sense to me. I legitimately have no idea what's going on in their minds. They said, or at least a spokesperson said, that this was to boost profitability, but if you want to boost profitability, you just need to make a good game. You're a game studio, or at least the gaming department is, and they're game studios. Just make good games and promote those good games, and people are gonna buy those good games. Sure, there are cases where that hasn't happened. There are cases where a studio makes a really good game and it doesn't perform particularly well. Sure, that happens. But you're Warner Brothers. You got the money to market this shit. So just make good games and then use that Warner Brothers money to market this shit. It's not that difficult. But that is all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching another episode of This Week in Business, and I'll see you next week. Have a good day.